Hey guys, Charlie here. Welcome back to Prison Architect. So I feel really bad. I have to apologize. I feel just really bad. This is fixed. The janitors are cleaning things now. Right, janitors are cleaning things now, and we actually have people learning in the workshop for the workshop course. We have prisoners that are cleaning now. All of it's actually working now. So here's the main problem, and it's something that I've never really had to deal with because in the old model of Prison Architect, where everything is square, you have a pretty standard start. Everyone usually has a pretty standard start. Hang on, let's see if we can get this guy out of here. Everyone has a pretty standard start in the sense that the game walks you through, hey, make sure your outside is closed in because you don't want your prisoners to escape. But with Island, obviously it's really difficult to close the whole thing down with a fence. Now that I have, though, I thought I had anyway, this part right here was still open because this fence and this door didn't exist. And so because of that, this little gap right here was open, even though all of this was closed, even right here. Because this is open, prisoners could just do this, and then they were unsecured. As you can tell, there are some that are unsecured here. So I'm going to go into staff only, and if I can make anything staff only, I will. This is going to be, I don't think anything else really needs to be. This is going to be a staff only too. So anyway, once I closed down the fence to where the exterior was considered secure in this prison, the prisoners are moving around a little bit more freely now. And all of a sudden, everything just starts working, which I found to be really strange. This guy is literally... This is the part I don't like about this. This part is weird. They can swim, but my employees won't go get them, right? So they'll die by drowning because they decided to swim, right? I don't like that part. But also, how do we get the body? Does it just sink? Or does somebody go get it? I don't know. It doesn't look like we need a morgue. We'll just dump him in the river. Dump him in the sea. Yeah, the blood. Yeah. I assume the blood will eventually go away too since it's in the water. Wouldn't it be funny if... Oh, dude, wouldn't it be funny if like a shark came up right now and just... like, little shark fin? That'd be funny. Like, you guys should put that in there, man. Hey, notebook page. You know, it's really easy to find notebook pages with Island Bound. I highly recommend this map if you want notebook pages because they show up so clearly in the water. It's very easy to see them when they show up. It's nice. Anyways, I just want to give a formal apology to like anyone who has been like, you know, oh my God, their game is buggy. And there might be some comments about that. Hopefully you didn't just watch the last video, you watched this one too. It's not as buggy as I was thinking it is. The reason this happens, and if it happens to you, this is why, is your exterior is not fully secured. And I know that seems like a Prison Architect 101 thing, but with Island Bound and having all this intricate land and these little lakes and all that stuff, it's a little bit more aesthetically challenging, I'm gonna go with, to like see the secure elements of your fences and things. So if you did that, if you secured everything, the janitors will start to clean and everything will start to work right away. Like instantaneously, this class began the moment I put this right here in. That was it. I find it a little bit weird, I do, that my janitors won't sweep, like they'll hang out in the storage and they will not sweep the canteen. I find that to be a little bit odd. It won't sweep the canteen because that's not closed. Just seems really weird, man. I'm also noticing these guys are hanging out like right on the door, and I find that strange too. Let's take a look at the rooms. And why don't we just get rid of that room? Oh, this is deliveries. Right, let's just get rid of deliveries entirely here. I don't really want deliveries there. I want deliveries... This is actually probably a good spot for deliveries, but I'm gonna... All right, here, let's try this. Let's go like this. Take this into exports there, and then we'll put deliveries kind of like right here. This little area here. Okay. What were the other bugs we saw? So, janitors not doing things, that was explained by the fence. The classes not happening, again, that's explained by the fence. Where is my grants? I started nutrition research, but I didn't actually do it in the regime, so I need to do that now. So we're going to get a free time period through here. That should make people happy. And then this single eat time will be, I have it in policy now, will be meal quantity low and low. Okay. And that should hopefully satisfy this requirement. Unless... No, it should satisfy that requirement. That's what it is. All right, good. What was the other one? Oh, exports. So I couldn't get the logs to export, right? And we're going to test this with a helicopter that comes in next. I couldn't get the logs to export. I couldn't figure out why. So the reason with that is this connection thing. Now, when you hit connect, nothing happens. I feel like that's obviously like a UI problem. Like something should happen here, right? But this isn't connected to anything now. There's no delivery area link to this in logistics, right? If you clear connections, you'll see that. You don't see that unless you hit clear connections, because it makes an automatic connection, right? And then if you hit play, you're gonna hit connect, and it's not gonna do anything. So you have to go to the logistics panel. You have to go to deliveries, and you're gonna see the same thing that you had with like your food deliveries and all that stuff. But because you're not just getting everything on trucks, your individual delivery points now need connections. Again, something new that you didn't really need in Island Bound, or that you didn't need before Island Bound. So again, these are like little things to like work out for yourself, or for me. So here's a deliveries area. We want to just kind of connect that up. Actually, I think it goes here. Yeah. The delivery should be there. It should be the other way around. Hold on. Delivery should be the other way around, right? Shouldn't deliveries... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Shouldn't deliveries come from the helicopter to the delivery pad? I feel like that's something that should happen. Oh, well. It goes here. And then the exports need to go here too, right? So now this links up the deliveries area with this pad and the exports. So when people bring, and you can actually do multiples too. So if I wanted to, for example, go to deliveries and I wanted to put another delivery area, let's say like right here. Like I could totally do that. And then we'll come into logistics. We'll go to deliveries here and it's automatic. See, it's automatically connected. Like that stuff happens, but you don't see that connection because we've never had to connect a zone like this to another object. That's just never been a thing in Prison Architect, so I was confused on that. So anyway, with the helicopter lands now, we will get logs exported to the helicopter now. You just have to connect it to exports. Exports is not something that's automatically connected. Deliveries is. That part's the inconsistency, but as long as you know it, then you know it, and then you can do it. So that takes care of that problem. So, I'm so happy to have troubleshooted it all out. And now I have to go and message. I have to go back and message the guy at Paradox and say, hey, I figured it out. So it's not you, it's me, okay? This time I mean it. In any case, that's what happened there. Now, there is one other problem. And see, this guy's trying to escape again. There is one other issue, and this one is. I guess we'll go with this one is Paradox, or I guess 011 or whatever. And let me be clear about this too, because I think there's gonna be comments about it, and I don't want there to be. I really don't want there to be comments like this. This is not like 011's fault. This is not Paradox's fault. Okay, let me make that abundantly clear. It's not their fault. That stuff like this. Prison Architect's code in general from Introversion is an absolute mess. It has been since the beginning of time, okay? It's very difficult to work with this game and to fix all those types of things. So when 011 inherits this, when Paradox grabs this game, it's not like they're gonna make it worse. Oh, they're introducing new bugs. No, it's just that the code is such a mess that when they wanna work with it and they wanna build new things in it, things break and they don't know about it until later, and then they have to fix it, right? So there's a developmental process that goes into making games, and unless you are someone who makes games, you maybe don't get that. You maybe don't. You don't really get it, right? And that's the kind of thing that just like, I don't know. Just be patient and just accept the fact that this game is just the way it is, all right? It's one of those things that I've already done. I've already accepted the fact that this game is just the way it is. Okay, got that out of the way. Now, why do you guys have no canteens accessible by you when there is clearly this? Well, it's because I made this, for these guys only, and I can't do that with the exterior. I can't do that without the outside. I'm not sure why. I can fix it, though. All I have to do, I think, is make more fences, because this can't be marked. So, oh no, what are we gonna do? It's this whole idea with the water, right? I think Island bound is probably going to be a much simpler time. You'll have a simpler time working with this DLC if you do not have a map like I have. Okay, with all of this water everywhere, right? Have a nice island that's surrounded by water that you can kind of control like the old game. Like, that's, I think, the way it was intended. This map is eccentric. So I'm going to have to work and do things with like fences and stuff to close it in just to follow the game's rules, right? That's the idea. So going on that note, I'm going to go like that. And by going like that, I think, and this, I actually can't do this because it's, yeah, so I have to do that so that this can finish, and then once that finishes, then I can do this. So once this fence and stuff gets in, I'm gonna need to also connect this with the kitchen that's gonna be down here. So why don't we go, where's my doors? There we go, staff door. So what I'm looking for here is this, right? I want these to go away because the canteen's not connected. Now, if I go to food distribution, I should be able to do that. But, like, hopefully that works. It should work. Yeah. Does that fix it? Okay, it fixes it. Okay, because like when I marked this, but I didn't mark the outside, that's where the disconnect is. It's like we have to leave our designated zone to get to this one, and they get confused that way. It's okay. More people trying to escape. Silly, silly people. They also just do not get it. It looks like this isn't going to happen. You know what? Like you can come on down here if you want to and just make this happen. That'd be great. This is a staff-only area, so I'm going to make this a little bit faster. This is out. This is indoor. This is concrete. It'll work. Make this a little bit faster, since it is staff-only there. Now you're exhausted, so you won't do it. Get it done, please. Somebody. Are you punching a tree, Mr. Sadler? Wow. Dude, you're shaking the whole thing. You're pretty strong, man. Just saying. Like, that takes some doing. Shake a whole tree like that. Put that in. Hopefully you're not on the outside. There you go. Perfect. All right, so we got, what, $10,000 left? And no loans, right? No loans. So I'm going to build onto the criminally insane wing here. And we're going to go with this wall like this. There we go. Self-discovery, man. We just got to find the ways around things, you know? I like it. I mean, I obviously there's like problems and I'm going, oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But like, I want to be open, right? I want to be that guy that admits when he's wrong. Like, and I was totally wrong about this being bugged, right? It's just this fundamental understanding that I've always known. Like, you have to secure your exterior. But I don't know, for some reason, I look at this map and I say, how? It's surrounded by water, man. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to swim and then die. So I have to prevent that by having a fence, at least. I have at least have one fence. Cutting down the tree. I just love these helicopters, too. They're awesome. This one's coming in. Same thing here, too. If I wanted to connect this, transport, right? I love this UI. I think it's really cool. But this part I don't like so much. The fact that I have a reception here and this is still connected to that reception, you know? So I have to disconnect that reception. And it's also this garbage and all, like, it's all over the place and it's just not what I'm looking for. So I recommend when you lay down helipads, personally, what I recommend is you click it and clear connections right away. And then you go to logistics and you figure out what you want. So reception is connected to there. And we're not going to put any garbage. We're going to have all the garbage routed to this side anyway and send all the garbage out on ships. But this goes there. Now, if you want deliveries, which is something I do want over here, then you need a deliveries area to link it to as well. So we can come over here to rooms and deliveries. And you know what? Like, maybe we'll just leave this area here as deliveries. That seems like a fine deliveries area, doesn't it? That seems fine. This is okay. But then it doesn't. I think actually this one will link up automatically because it's deliveries. It does. Yep. Deliveries will link up. Now, if I made that exports, it wouldn't. Even though I have exports enabled, it wouldn't link it up. So that part has to be done automatically. But see, now you don't have all these lines running around from the helipad. You can be more direct. And the helipads, like, I don't know if they come as often as boats. I just feel like they're kind of cool. But like now I have specific things that are linked together. You have logistics for your zones like that. But see, I have to look at this. Like this delivery zone is coming all the way over to this storage area, which is a little bit odd. I'm not sure why we would do that. I guess when this is full, it's also linked to there as well, right? So it's just cool. It's just one of those things you gotta learn, you know? I gotta relearn in a way. Because it's like, it's not hard to understand. You just have to know that it's there, you know? Let's grab sprinklers. Here we go. And make sure we have sprinklers above our... Yeah, make sure we have sprinklers above our stoves. And then also get the water hooked up to those sprinklers. And we're going to just come down like so. That's probably not going to be far enough. So we're going to also bring that pipe down like that. But anyway, all the problems appear to be solved. So yay us! We get to continue playing Prison Architect with no bugs, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe not no bugs. Because there is one problem I have seen. And I brought it up to them. So that's something that's not my fault. So obviously this is no mods. This is only DLC. The game did crash on me once so far while playing. And I realized this is like, 4 hours of sitting here with the game open. However, 4 hours into recording with the game running constantly, it crashed and like froze up, right? While we were recording. You guys saw that. It froze up and then I had to like restart the game. When that freeze happened, it was the game was using a little over 30 gigabytes of my RAM. I have a 32 gigabyte system. It was using a little over 30 gigabytes of my RAM, so it basically ran out of RAM. I think there's a leak. That's all I'm saying. I think there's a leak. So if you play more than 4 hours and your game gets super stuttery, again, like I don't want to blame anyone, but Prison Architect has been, from what I'm told by them, right? This is like, word of mouth sort of thing. From what I've been told from developers, Prison Architect's code is kind of a hard thing to work with anyway. So it's like kind of a, we'll fix it if we can, but we're not sure we can kind of thing. All right, so the shop. Let's talk about this shop, because I do want people to work there, and we can make money doing that. But actually, no, I don't want the shop working yet, because that will pull people out of, or pull people away from the program for workshop safety introduction. So we actually are getting people finishing, although they didn't pass. I need to get more prisoners so I can get more workers. So where's the next cell block? It's going to be right back here. This is all still fenced in. Everything's fine. I've got $8,000. That's not going to be enough. So we're going to take a big-ass loan of $48,000, and we're going to make another cell block. I want derelict-looking walls because I like them. But this is a cell block, and I don't want them to be bad quality necessarily here. So, I mean, I like these ones. I do, but I can offset the quality by just giving them extra things. I don't need them to be super high-quality cells, but I also do want to offer some things for like people who are behaving right. Because cleared for transfer is about motivating your prisoners to behave better. So why don't we take like 1, 2, that's a walkway, and we'll just go something like 1, 2, walkway. Let's have a walkway all the way around it actually. And then actually some grass as well. So we'll go 1, 2, then 1, 2, and then we'll go 3, 3, 4, 4. Right here will give us some grass. So let's make, I don't know, a fairly large one. Not entirely sure where I want to be on this. Let's go maybe like that. And then we'll do another one. It's a little bit after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, wall. And we'll do it over here right on the water. And maybe a little bit further down like that. All right, 2 more cell blocks. And again, I like the organic, the modularness of it. You know, I'm just gonna throw this building in here and see what happens, kind of thing, right? I don't know. I just like to build this way. And we're gonna go look at what 13 and 18. 13 by 18 gives me what for cells? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wall and wall. This gives me those. Okay, so there's a little bit extra here. We could expand the foundation, or we could say this is okay. This will be a hallway, and it'll take us into a whole new place, which we are gonna build on the back of it right here, cause we can. I don't know. Maybe there's water right here, though. I kind of don't want to bring them this close to the water. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that. So let's just expand the foundation one more, like that. And then on this side, for the cell block, what do we want to do here? Let's say maybe we go cells this direction, maybe. So we have a wall there, and a wall there, and a wall there, and a wall there, and it fits. Perfect. See? There you go. Piece of cake. So let them get on that. Let them get on the building, as they do. With all this water, though, what am I doing with this? Do I make like a couple of really nice cells right here? Or maybe we do another staff room, possibly. There's one's way down here. It's gonna work, you know. So I have this criminally insane wing, right? And I'm digging it, but I think eventually this is probably gonna be like I don't know, like maybe these will be really nice, or we might have this be like the really nice cell wing, right? So we'll upgrade the beds and put extra stuff in there and all that stuff. Speaking of which, to make these guys a little bit more calm, I am gonna put in our friend, the pet bird, to make these guys just a tad bit calmer, because sometimes they need a widow family in their life, you know? These guys are freaking out all the time. Can't have that. All right, so we have 6 prisoners unable to be assigned to a cell. Who is that? Who is that exactly? We have 19 criminally insane. Maybe that's it. Because I don't have 19 cells here. So this needs an entrance. I'm going to give it to him. Demolish walls. There. Do that, and the whole thing should work. Just bam. Done. Piece of cake. I think on the exterior here, I do want prisoners to be able to like walk around in here. I kind of like that. So why don't we add like some benches, and they can do this on their free time, right? So we'll add some benches, maybe I don't know, put like a flower or something between these. Like going back to my airport CEO build here. Put a plant there and there. As a potted plant outside. Shouldn't be that. It should be a bush. There we go. Okay. And then I mean I'm not opposed to a potted plant outside. Our back porch has potted plants. I just feel like a potted plant is usually something you would be more likely, at least, to find indoors than outdoors. Also, hedges right here would be kind of cool. Or another tree. Ooh, yeah, another tree, like right here. I could dig that. Yeah. Yeah, right there. Right there. Another tree. And then, window glass? We could put window glass on the solitary cells and everyone could laugh at them. Ha ha ha. Or we could just stick the windows here. Not bad. You know, it'll upgrade these cells too. We have window glass on those ones. That's fine. Almost all of these cells, except for these interior ones here, almost all the cells are going to be, you know, like against the wall and stuff, so. Oh, we want to clone cells too. So once we get a pet bird installed on literally any of these cells, this will do. We're going to get our quick build, and we're just going to go like that. And we're going to come down here, and we're going to go like that, that, and that. And then I think probably also like that. Excellent. And then let's get our walls built for this too. So we're using the white wall. I still don't really know why they have 2 different white walls. Maybe it was a mistake. I'm not sure. They shouldn't have 2 different white walls, but they do. And what I mean by that is if you go to the wall menu, they have white wall, which is 50. Build walls made of breeze block on top of foundations to create new areas or rooms. $50 a square. Or the wall white. Build colored walls to indicate a certain security sector of the prison. It's like white wall and wall white. They're the same thing. I mean, at its core, it's the same thing. But it's $10 cheaper, so use this one instead. I don't know why, it just is. It's one of those things. This is going to be a common room. They can hang out in here. So we're going to take a common room right here. And we're just going to make it kind of ziggity-zaggity sort of thing, right? And what I wanted to do here was I wanted to give them phones. But I also want to give them table tennis. And I'm going to do that like that. Table tennis and then phones. Where are my phones? Where are the phones? Phones. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then we'll have a bench. Everybody likes benches. Waiting for a phone call, maybe? And then we can also do a television in the edge here. Right like so. With the chairs that go with that television. You see what I did there? Like that. It's nice. It fits right there in that little knick-knack. Although I'm starting to think that the table tennis is a little bit too crowded. So I'm just going to move it to be... let's move it to be like this instead. That's cool. Okay. This will be a common room, right? And then in the middle, because everyone likes benches, we're just going to give them... Just going to give them some benches in the middle here like this. Just, it's right together. It's fine. That'll do. When they wake up, they'll have... I don't know, what's its name? Start naming the birds. We got Zippy. We got Cackle. We got we got Polly, of course. Obviously. Aaron. We got, I don't know, Peter. Maybe we should just name them all with P names, actually. I don't know. Just making conversation, man. Fill in the void while I get money, hopefully. So I also want another consultation session, if possible. It doesn't look like I can actually get that, though. That's a shame. I should be able to. Because they're only an hour long. Oh, you know what? I mean, we don't actually have anybody that needs it. That would be why. Nobody's interested. You know, with $24,000, I'm going to pay back... Oh, I can't pay a portion of it off. I need more than $24,000 to pay this off? Really? I did not know that. Well, I mean, I'm getting my funds in 23 hours and 17 minutes. That 16 grand's got to be enough to pay half this off. It's odd. I should be able to pay this off. Not pay it off entirely, but pay half of it down. Because I... Oh, that's what happened. The increment. Because my credit rating jumped to 10. The increment of borrow is 50K now. Right? Or it's 25K. Yeah, the increment of borrow should be 25K. So... I think I just need like $800 more and I can pay it off. But again, I really wish you could pay a portion of your loan off. It's a little bit silly to me, in my opinion, that you have to like come up with a ton of money to pay it off in bulk. But yeah, it is what it is. Security. That's what we want here. Security right here. I'm gonna put another wall in that side there, and then we're gonna get a door to security, solitary, of course. We're going to get a door, which puts them... I want to move that bench. So we're going to get a door there as well. We're going to move this bench over like that. And then, of course, we want this whole thing to be wall, not fence. Although, putting a fence on the outside here doesn't sound like a bad idea. Because, like, you can see everything. But I would rather have it be a solid structure, brick, that people can't get into. And then just simply be a window. Barred. not glass. I would rather it be that. If you're gonna do it, I'd rather it be done that way. So a couple of solitary doors going in. I cannot get over it yet, guys. The fact that I'm just like doing things and zoomed in and all of a sudden a freaking helicopter flies by. I just can't get over it yet. It's awesome. All right, I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's because, yeah, deployment changed. Because I opened this up and then deployment changed again. It's always about deployment changes, you know? And then the canteen needs to be reconnected and yeah, blah, 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 blah. No. There you go. Have a happy new year. Sillies. Let's get a quick build. And then now we have the pet bird as part of the template now. So we'll go like that. Flip it around. Actually mirror it. Yep. And then go bop, bop, bop. Okay then. Get our our wall white. Freaking helicopters again. I love it. I mean, I'm really sorry, guys. This video has to be a shorter video. You know, I mean, it's not that short compared to a lot of people's videos. I'm just saying. I've had people tell me your videos make longer videos. It's like, do you realize that the average length of a video on my channel, average length of a video is over 40 minutes? Like over the last 6 months, my average length is over 40 minutes, which is higher than like 95% of the entire network of YouTube. So, you know, maybe just chill about. Like, I think I'm doing a pretty good job on the whole length thing. If you're into long videos, you're apparently, based on that statistic, you're in the right place. Let's pull this up here. Now, these cell blocks need, of course, an entrance. And I'm going to say that the entrance is going to be like here and here. Although, if we put the entrance instead up a little higher, 1, 2, 3, wall. So we put it right here instead. Then I could have cells along the bottom. Over here, we're doing cells long ways like that. So we'll be having a wall there, and then therefore I can do this like there. 1, 2, 3, 4, wall. It's probably fine. It's probably not going to match up, actually. I think it'll be a 3-wide hallway, but it's all right. Flooring-wise, I'm actually doing much better on flooring this time, too. Look, I have actual stone paths already. And my canteen is half done. So there's that. I want a common room right here for everybody. Let's put a common room, like, right here. I don't know. Seems like an idea. Might as well, man. Put a common room right here. This is all considered common room space now. Which sucks for the holding cells, because if a gang gets a hold of this, you can't even get to the canteen without going through gang territory. You gotta pay the fine, pay the fee to pass the bridge. All the trolls and blue gang are gonna take over the place. Speaking of gang, yeah, we have 1 red and 1 blue. I know we don't have a whole lot of prisoners. I mean, honestly, the first island, I'll be surprised if we house more than 200 prisoners on this island. I actually don't even think we can reach 150, just by the way I'm building it. So, you know, but we're going to expand, right? We're going to have another island. Land expansion. We might as well open that up and see what it costs. And let's go ahead and grab... I honestly want to wait. Like, hoard my money until I get the offshore tax haven. I usually do that really early. So I think I will this time too. Security. I say this as I'm about to buy expensive equipment. CCTV monitor. I'm doing this because it'll be part of a grant soon. It's not part of a grant now, but it will be part of a grant soon. And I'll just get credit for it immediately. That's important. All right, I have enough room for another monitor here. That's good. Let's get the door system, which requires remote access. Of course it does. Remote access then. Spending that money, man. Prison grading. 3 have been released. How do they get, I guess they go through parole, obviously, which is here. Also, there's no light in parole. Feels bad. You know what? We should probably have windows in parole. Oh, yeah. In here. You know what we should have? Barred windows there. But in the outside, right? Because they can see the world. Actually, this one is just showing them the prison. But this one, you can see out into the world. There you go. Visitation. I think we'll do the same thing right here. We'll have a couple of windows right there. Oh, you know what the thing I haven't done yet? And I really need to get on this because it's probably driving these guys really nuts. It's 9 degrees C. Is, like, I haven't done anything for temperature at all. Like, I have not been paying attention. I mean, I did some radiators. Like, I think I have one there, there, and there on this wing. But overall, I have not been paying attention to temperature. So, I am going to do that. Get the temperature thing sorted out. And we got all the other little quirks sorted out. So, I'm really happy that happened. It's not the game's fault. At least not on my end, it isn't. And it's just like one of those little things where you go, huh, you know, this map is pretty hard to completely lock down with the way I've decided to build it. So, yeah. In any case, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like the videos, please be sure to like them. You can comment down below to help the engagement metric, and YouTube will be like, oh, people are engaging with this one. That makes it more interesting. I'll show it to more people. That happens. It's a real thing, and you can help. You can. Thank you for helping in advance. I just assume that you will, because you're all good human beings, right? Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.